Everyone, welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Geekery. So we've got Dave C right here now with me. The great Dave
Hello,
C.
everybody.
Hello. I got to come up with an opening intro for you.
Oh, that would be pretty awesome. Thank you.
But it's not. We all like you, so it's not going to be right.
God,
Played that one in a while. I got to come up with a good one. So let's say hi to everyone in the chat. And forewarning, this is not going to be a long show tonight. Famous last words. I got to get up extra early to finish prepping the pig, because it's the big pig roast day. So I can't stay up uber late tonight. But famous last words. Then we always go a little bit later. But hail to the StreamYard bot here. Yep. Hail to StreamYard. Yep. And hail to Tim, Phantom Outsider. Hi, Penny. How's it going? Hope you're having a great Sunday night. And hail, everyone in the States. We get a great Labor Day weekend, so hail to you. The Man of Iron is here. D. Bud Martin. Hail. And let's see. Fanty says Tuesday starts the week 5 and starts the second month of being on admin leave. Oh, so boring. Well, sorry about that, Phantom. But you can always read new comic books, right? Sorry about that. Don't kick a guy when he's down. Yep.
Yeah.
Read
I feel you, brother.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That sucks, yeah. And Dave is saying hi to Penny there. And the great Steve Mitchum is in the chat. So hail, Steve Mitchum. So we can't make it tonight, but let's play Thor, the God of Thunder here. Let's see. Here we go. So great to have Steve Mitchum in the house. And Courtney's hopefully going to hop in later if she can. That would be awesome, Courtney. Yep. Hope you're having a good night. She's listening, but away from the AFK, away from keyboard. I'm an old dude, but I figured that one out after a while. AFK, away from keyboard. Yep. So hope everyone's doing great tonight. And yeah, I guess does Canada have Labor Day too, or do they have our friends from Canada land? Do they get Monday off too, or I'm guessing they don't? But
they have their own separate day, I think, right?
Yeah, but is it this Monday? For Labor Day, or is it? Let's see, holiday in Canada. Let's see when Canada Labor Day is. I can use that great Google supercomputer. And then first Monday in September even year. Oh, it's the same day as Labor Day in the United States. Okay, yeah. So
we used to do some strange brew clips.
Yeah, we're gonna all drink metric beer tomorrow. Yeah. So enjoy the end of summer with barbecues, cottage getaways, and downtime. There's also a time when retailers offer deals. Well, that's definitely for sure. Yep. And B from O is in the house. Canada and Labor. And Claude is here. Hail to Claude. Claude Salling. And yep, apparently I do. When I was on J-Man's on Friday, yep, I always saw you guys. I couldn't hang out because I had to do some errands, but yep, I saw D-Bub was on there, and they said they were off too as well. Yep. So so we both get Labor Day off, which is good. So I don't know if does Mexico get Labor Day too? Is it the same day? Our neighbor to the south. Let's see. Mexico Labor Day. Mexico. Oh, it's May 1st. May 1st. Okay. And then September 6th. Oh, and the more widely celebrated patriotic events in Mexico. Independence Day, September 16th, and Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, which commemorates the victory over French invaders in 1862. Well, it can't be too tough to defeat the French. But just kidding, French friends out there. Just kidding. So I guess I've got a lot of food stuff to show for tonight.
Yeah,
hopefully won't scare people away with that. So we got some food stuff, and I haven't finished prepping the pig. So I'll save those pictures for next week. But
I did have some geekery stuff for you, Mark, that I had thrown on my test stream because I didn't realize how many people were going to show up on a test stream talking about some action figures and how the feet always fall off those NECAs.
Oh, they do, yeah. I just bought. I do have an action figure to show tonight that I just got. And it's a NECA. Yep. I guess I say NECA, right?
I say NECA. Yeah,
NECA. Now, if you were an electrician, there was a NECA show, National Electrical Contractors Association, and they called it NECA, not NECA. It was NECA. So it's the same acronym. So I always want to say NECA, but I don't know who decided how you say that, but but they were in Vegas. National Electrical Contractors Association, NECA, founded in 1901. So so we'd always go to the NECA show. Of course, Vegas was everyone always wanted to go to Vegas or somewhere good. So it's in San Diego this year, September 28th, October 1st. Yep. So that's where our business was always at that show. But trade shows aren't as big as they used to be either, I have to say. So yeah. But yep. So so let's start with the food stuff first, and then we'll do action figures. We'll do action figures, and we'll see if who else
pig roast
pops in. Yeah. So what I do every Labor Day we have a swim club, and it's like a casual. It's not it's not a country club. We're not that highfalutin. It's bring your own food, and it's in a really nice spot on the water. It is gorgeous there, but it's a old school family swim club, and we've got some sailboats, but they're small, 15-foot sailboat, day sailors. So it's not like you're going on a yacht or something. Not there's anything wrong with having a big yacht either, right? But so every year when we close the season, it was a friend of mine and started it probably I'm guessing 20 years ago. We decided to cook a whole pig down there, and I'm like, oh wow, Jamie, can I try some of that? It wasn't. He's like, oh yeah, because I'm like, I always wanted to try a whole pig, and pig like that, and he's like, sure, of course you, but it was just for 40, he invited friends and stuff to do it. It wasn't like it was exclusionary in any way, shape, or form. But then he decided to let's do it for the whole club, and then people would chip in and help pay for the stuff. And so now then he went to England to work for a few years. So he's like, Mark, you want to take over? It's a Cajacina box. So it's I'll show the box and how you cook with that. And I took over from Jamie. So I've been doing it maybe 10 years now. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, you've gotten good at it, I think, though.
Yeah, I mean, and my brother-in-law is a huge help. He helps with that each year too, and he's the one who taught me how to do barbecue correctly. He was helping us Northerners out. So yeah. So yeah.
Well,
so,
I think some of the best I ever had.
Is here.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady V. So we're saying, Dave? Sorry. Yep.
Oh no, I went to Eastern Kentucky University long time ago. I had some friends there. His dad did some pig roasts all the way out into Western Kentucky, down all the coal areas and stuff. That was some of the best. He had the big grill, the whole. I mean, kind of like you're doing, but the full big pig. Yeah. Man, that was good.
Pig out time. Yep. So let me show my screen. This is just food, the prep, buying the food. So there's a place called Restaurant Depot. So think Home Depot for food, right? So think that, and that's what this place is kind of like. So let me go into, here's a nice sandwich I had a few weeks ago with my buddy come visiting. And of course, nothing like, all right, we're doing food here. So of course we got to thank the great Gwagnar. Let's show Wagnar's awesome artwork he did. And we'll start with my buddy Clobbering Times too. Wagner and Clobbering Times. So Mike did this for me, which is really cool. And I'm laughing at that comment. But we don't allow baby Ruths in the pool. Yep. I would love to cook for everyone. Yeah, we sure would love a cooking get together. Yep. Hey, Daniel Barry. Hail. So let me switch. And of course, the great Gwagnar, super talented. Mark's eater, the clam pizza. And I had a lot of clams this weekend too. So Gwagnar would approve. I'm sure he'd approve. So thank you, Gwagnar. And yeah, so that's just corned beef and hash. You just gotta love hash. So here, I should warn you. Yep, if you don't want to see a pig, a naked pig, a pig before he's been cooked, avert your eyes because I know that messes some people up.
Yeah.
I always tell the story like one of my mom's friends when we're doing the pig roast. She's like, I, I saw the pig. I just can't eat it now that I saw it. And I'm like, do you have anything else that I could eat? I'm like, well, we got hot dogs, so this probably got all the stuff from the pig that you don't want to eat. And if you saw how they made it, how they made a hot dog, you probably wouldn't eat it. Although
You probably just
nothing
go to
beats
the
a good
pig.
hot dog. Or if you had a beef hot dog, obviously. But I mean, just it's all the ground up stuff. If you only knew, they don't waste any of that pig. So yeah. So 3, 2, 1. If you don't want to see the pig, close your eyes. I'll tell you when it's off. It's only gonna be on for a few seconds. So there's a pig, not in a blanket, but in a cooler. So you got to keep the pig cool, and it doesn't fit in any of my refrigerators, obviously. So it's a 65-pound pig-o, and yeah. So I'll show you how I prep that tomorrow. I'll show how I prep that. But let me flip away from that. So here's some more meats. So this is Restaurant Depot. So if you go into Restaurant Depot, it's just mass quantities of food. It's for a restaurant. So, but with my business, you can go in there and get an account with your business as long as you're not reselling the food. You have to pay the taxes on the food. But of course, if you're a reseller, a restaurant, it's more complicated to set up. But check out, Restaurant Depot in your area. If you do have your own business, you can sign up. Even if you're not a food business, you can sign up. You just don't get the same tax breaks that a regular restaurant would have. But yeah, you can still go in there, and you just can't walk in off the street to shop there. You have to have a business account. Yep. Hey, Tom is here. Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Oh,
How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
We're good. We're doing a lot better than the pig.
Yeah.
Oh no, what'd you do to the
pig
pig?
in the box. Well, there's the pig.
Oh
The pig in the
my.
box. So close your eyes, everyone, if you don't want to see the pig again.
Oh my.
There's the pig getting ready for
It's
tomorrow.
a whole pig or a half pig or what?
That's a whole piggy pig. Yep, 65 pounds. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. So
That's a lot of bacon.
It is a lot of bacon. Yeah. So that's the nice part when you cook the whole pig. All right, I'll turn the pig off now because I know that messes some people up. But
Yeah,
this
some people are not into that.
Yeah, some people are not into that. So the pig is gone. But let me show. This is the other flip side of that. The vegetables would like you to eat more meat. So the Veggies Liberation Front. That's one of my favorite all-time T-shirts. Eat more meat than the vegetables. Yeah.
I mean, we're eating them alive,
right? You know what I did? One of my sister's friends came over for the weekend years ago. This is high school, and I know this must gross some people out too, the meat, but she said she's like, I've become a vegetarian because I don't want to eat anything that moves and is intelligent and I'm like, and she kept just like, I'm fine if you want to be a vegetarian, right? I mean, I care, do whatever. I'm a libertarian, do whatever, pretty much whatever you want, and as long as it doesn't mess me up. And don't watch Disney Star Wars, but other than that, she kept bugging, like preaching about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna not eat meat. I mean, that's just not me. And so finally I said, well, I don't eat any vegetables or plants because they're superior forms of life, and I just don't want to hurt them. We should save the plants. And she looked at me, and she's thinking the wheels are spinning. She's like, you might have a point there.
You can't win, man. You just can't win. It doesn't matter. You got to eat.
But here's some awesome beef brisket. That's great to cook. Double A Canadian, yeah, $4 a pound. So that makes a great. I was cooking some brisket lately, lamb chops. So you just go into Restaurant Depot, and they have all this great food, in bulk, big stuff. You can't get that in your local grocery store, but you're gonna get a better price here too. So pork loins, pork butts, bone-in center loins. Yep. So if you like meats,
Yes.
this is good.
The brisket.
Good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. Yep, yep. Oh, Penny's going to sleep. Good night. Good night, Penny. I hope I
Penny's
didn't scare
leaving?
you off with the meats. Yep. Take care, Penny. Yep. Have a great weekend. Yep. Good. Have a good day off tomorrow. I hope you have the day off tomorrow. Yep. Yep.
I didn't catch that. She's leaving.
So we bought 3 boxes of bone-in pork spare ribs, St. Louis style. So we're cooking like my brother-in-law's cooking like how many racks of ribs? Is like 20 racks of ribs for tomorrow. So
24
yeah,
racks, did you say?
20 racks of ribs. Yeah. So I think
Jeez.
there's like 12 in here, or I think what would we say there were 12 in this one. So or 30 something. He always keeps a list, but yeah. Oh yeah, we bought three boxes. Yep, and we got 6 butts.
Wow.
Or 8 butts. Oh, we did 8 butts. Yeah. But I mean, if you go to the grocery store, you just can't buy this much stuff, in bulk like this. So, oh, it's 10 butts. 10 butts. I can keep up with my butts. Yep. And of course, here we go. I couldn't resist getting clams. When you're there, and the clams were on sale, which was great too. So, God rest Clobber and Tom's. He'd be yelling at me now. Get these off the screen, but. God damn it, Mark. Yep. Oh, Polly's minion is here. Hell. So let's show the truck dog. I don't know if the truck dog would approve of this picture, but hail to Polly's minion and see me. Everyone check out her channel. Yep, yep. And yeah, and again, yeah, we're not going to go too late tonight either. Famous last words, because I got to get up extra early to do this pig roast, so for 200 people. So, and here is more sea bugs. Sorry, Clobber Times. God bless you. But it'd be, and whenever I did this, I would take pictures of this stuff too. Just he's like, Mark, you like to stir up shit, don't you? I guess I do sometimes, but yeah. So
oh, they got octopus there, Mark. There, yeah.
Yeah, look at that beautiful octopus.
Wow.
Although I just watched The Boys, although I shouldn't have watched the last 2 seasons of The Boys. Tom and Dave, have you watched The Boys or the last 2 seasons? Or
no? I have. Tom, maybe.
I don't know if Tom. I don't remember if Tom. It's been for a while, but did you watch it, Tom? Or we lost Tom? Oh no! See, The Boys took him out, but yeah, there's a the deep is involved.
Oh, lost him.
Yeah, Tom will be. I'm sure he'll be back. Yep. Maybe he's in there.
I think he's watched The Boys. At least I know. At least probably his second season or so. I watched the first season.
The third. Then I watched the 3rd and 4th, but it was just so anti. We don't talk.
Well, they gender swapped the character in the second season right off the bat. So there you go. I'll say it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they said it was an anti-Trump, thing, which is fine if you want to do it, but it was just so obvious, and some of the lines were so ridiculous. But yeah, it was just there's good. Paul Urban is fantastic. Eric Tom is back. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. I don't know what the hell happened there, but all of a sudden you couldn't hear me for some reason. No, I have not seen The Boys, but I am aware of it.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I don't remember if you guys did reviews. It's been out for a while, but it was just while you were away. I was just saying, it was just so obviously anti.
It's just like Luke Cage. I liked the first season, and then the second. This wasn't good to me anyway. That's
the political messaging was just so obvious, and so when you can tell the direct lines or everything exactly from hey Joe Doug from from present day. It's at least to try to couch it a little bit or make the audience think a little bit when it's so obvious. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the deep and octopuses, I won't say anything about that. And of course, Clobber Times did like catfish though, so that's where he did love the catfish. Yep. And we got some mackerel.
I know you had to put those in a vice.
Holy mackerel, Batman!
Skin those, right?
Well, eel you have to skin. Yep. There's some salmon. And now, if you like MSG, like this is just to show, this is restaurants. So these are 100-pound
Ooh,
tubs of
that's salmon.
MSG.
Oh,
I'm
Uncle
putting
Raja,
food-
very happy.
right? I mean, I was looking at
They're not
Wow.
afraid of
Oh my-
MSG.
yeah.
Wow.
Now Lizzo is working out now, Tim. So I saw her. Lizzo's. She said she's. So God bless her. She's. Saw some of her latest vids, and she's gonna try to slim up a little bit. So yeah, I know the battle is real. So, but yeah, it's.
Well, knowing
she's
is half
finally-
the battle.
Yeah, and she's finally realizing. Yeah, it's maybe don't say this is uber healthy, but yeah. Oh, Krusty Simpsons applied that, but Krusty still served it. Oh, I think I've got that clip actually.
This evening, I shall go for the squid platter. Ew. With extra tentacles, please.
Yeah.
That's old school Simpsons.
Oh,
Yeah, like the good stuff. Yep.
Well, those octopus tentacles, man, you grill them up nice with some lemon and oil and some, man. Oof.
Oh, they're good. The Greeks love cooking octopus. Yeah.
That's the way I had it down at my cousin's wedding. We went to a Greek restaurant. They had that. I was like, oh, I'm getting that.
Oh, Paul, it's been an exciting day yesterday. We had a company driver leave the terminal, took out a fire hydrant at the end of the driveway. I put a short of it on my channel. Let me put your
Damn.
channel up.
Whoa.
Did it? I hear it doesn't shoot up in the air like crazy though, right? The fire hydrants have a shut off. It's not like in the cartoons, right? When Bugs Bunny takes out the takes it out, right? But everyone check out that video from Polly's Minion. And Donnie's here. Hey, Donnie. Yep. Happy Star Trek month. Hope everyone's well this evening. Hello again, Tom. And I've got something that I purchased, Donnie. I've got to show you, and you're gonna like it. Oh, here. Let's get the Thomas saluting. Let's see here. Extra tentacles, please. Yeah. So going through Restaurant Depot. There we go. This is for my buddy Nick Weiser. Look at that.
Oh.
Just all kinds of, it's like restaurant size quantities. So it's just great stuff. Yeah. Oh, just I'm trying to lose weight too. So this was not a good aisle for me. How many Twinkies do you want? It's like a box of Twinkies.
Well,
How
you're
many's
getting
in
a
a
lot
box?
of the, yeah.
Probably like 20 or 40 or so, because they're like big boxes,
Yeah.
It's not, usually it's not, meant for restaurants. I mean, it's for grocery stores. Yeah.
I haven't had a devil dog in so many years.
They're good. I actually like the Yodels, but Devil Dog's a little dry sometimes, but I like the
I
Yodel.
don't mind the
Not that
Yodels either,
wouldn't
but
eat both.
we don't really get that brand around here. We get the Little Debbie and Hostess, and that's about it, other than the Walmart brand.
Now, this is the greatest cake invention in history. The Funny Bones Drake's cake. So that's, I should have bought some of those, but it's chocolate with a peanut butter filling. Peanut butter flavor.
There's
cream
something
filling.
similar I've had, yeah, but I've never had that one, but yeah.
It's so good. It's just so good. Yeah. Just love it. Yeah. Tom's blood sugar level just shot up to 900.
Yeah, I'm very hungry now.
Oh God, honestly,
Yeah,
yeah, this is why we're fat here in
Craving
America.
some chocolate, man.
Damn it.
Damn you, Mark. Yeah. Well, these are a little bit healthier. You can eat some combos or cheese.
I don't know, man.
Goldfish.
That's saturation in there, right?
I like
more
this
crap.
picture. Isn't this cool?
Wow.
This is like Raiders of the Lost Ark for food. So it's
How
just
many
a massive
aisles?
warehouse. There's like 10 aisles or 15 aisles, plus
And that-
the whole.
Wow.
There's a refrigerated
Wow, but
section.
it goes that far deep. Jeez.
Yeah, and there's a refrigerated section that where the meat was. So that's the whole like wing of the building is refrigerated. So I always bring sweatshirt or something into that section because it's cold. It's totally frozen.
It looked like some of that fish where they're trying to get it as fresh as possible right out of the boat and straight to there, right?
Yeah, so that whole section's all refrigerated, so you're freezing when you're in there. Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole way, and it goes up to the ceiling. Obviously, that's the next row. They're selling what's on top is the next one. But yeah, it's kind of like Indiana Jones there. And here we go, Mark, with more clam juice. Natural juice from clams. Chef's quality. Yeah. Oh, good. And Swingili. That's the snail. Yep. Sorry, snail on the side. Yep. Oh yeah, there's forklifts in there before you're not supposed to wear flip flops. Well, some people do. Oh, Lisa's here. Awesome. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Great to see you, Lisa. But yeah, so it's just it's just loaded with huge, massive quantities. Like you go to buy lettuce or something, it's like a whole bag of lettuce. So chopped clams, yep, good stuff, yep. And then they have like slicers and popcorn makers and whatever you need at a restaurant, all the supplies for a restaurant, hand dryers, anything you need. Yeah, there's a popcorn maker back there.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, it does look nice. Yeah, that would be great to have for a movie, like if you had a movie theater in your house.
Right.
Well, yeah, especially, are you going to get the popcorn buckets from the Beetlejuice?
If I probably will make it.
I don't know if I'm going to have the money. I got my ticket already for the movie, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it.
Well, I know that I was saying I went to this little mom and pop place the other daytime, and they had the boxes of them in the back. You wouldn't give me one. They have the snake or the sandworm in it.
I'm still trying to find one of the alien ones, but yeah.
The alien one was really popular. That looked really great too. I mean, that alien one. I mean, God, that was that was awesome.
I would like to get one of the Beetlejuice ones, but yeah.
What does the Beetlejuice one look like?
It was in a box. Hadn't even opened them yet. He told me that they're supposed to have the snake in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just like the snake all curled up, one of the sandworms, basically, and then that kind of makes up the bucket.
Because they're getting pretty elaborate with these buckets now too. I mean, it's and they're not cheap too. They're $40 sometimes.
I'd have the bat bucket, but my buddy didn't get it to me today. Like I didn't get it today. Like I was supposed to get it from him, but yeah. So
which one? The Batman one or
the new Batman one? Yeah, the new one, the Bat Signal.
Oh
one.
yeah, you were talking. Yeah, did that. They were reshowing. That must have sold out like crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, my buddy got me one, and he was supposed to drop it off at my folks, and he didn't. So yeah.
That one's gonna be.
Like, oh, I forgot. I'm like, yeah, you forgot, jerk.
And where did what movie were they showing? Were they showing that when they just re-released the Batman? Right, I guess.
They did it so they could show the Penguin with him. But I'm like, I'd rather go see 1989 Batman on the big screen. And that's the only Batman movie I didn't get to see.
Right. So that's. Oh God, I got to get there to get that bucket. That bucket looked really cool. I wonder if people know about it too.
Oh yeah, when I called to find out if the closer one to me had it, that my buddy lived in that town. He said he goes, we got some left, but some people have been calling about them, so I wouldn't wait too long to come get one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So they probably went. When did they go on sale? This weekend?
Last Thursday, I think it was, or Wednesday or Thursday, something like that.
You told me about that, and I forgot. I should have put it on my calendar. Darn.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't. You're right on top of those things.
I'm on that stuff. Yeah, I've just been I've been slipping lately.
Darn you.
Damn it, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, and I was right down. I was actually for Restaurant Depot. I was right down near.
And you would think Warner Brothers would also do this just to promote Beetlejuice coming up with Tim Burton and anyway. But go. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mark.
No. That's a good point. No, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm checking AMC theaters right now to see if.
But yeah, it was only on for 2 days. It was like the 28th and 29th or something like that, or the 27th and 29th or something. I can't remember what it was.
yeah.
But they were doing it. It had like a preview or the first episode of The Penguin with it. So not only did you have to sit through 3 hours of that shit, the movie, you had to sit through The Penguin too.
Let's see. Top 20 results for Batman. Batman 89, Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, they're probably since it's past, they're not gonna show
It probably
it.
won't be on there anymore. Yeah, it was only like a 2-day event thing. I mean, they might still have the popcorn buckets if they didn't sell out, but
They didn't sell them. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Where that is, I'm sure they.
you can always call around and ask. It was AMC though that specifically had.
Yeah, it was AMC, right?
Yeah, because the funny thing is I think the AMC that I got mine from, I'm not even sure they were showing the Batman.
They might have decided not to show it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's one of the smaller AMCs, so they have only limited screens. So like, and I don't think they were actually showing it there, which is hilarious. Now the one in Madison was, but yeah, the other one I don't think was. But yeah, that's the bucket right there. Yeah, and it does yellow and blue, I guess, or something like that with the colors. And then they had like an 80th anniversary cup to go with it, or 85th anniversary cup to go with it.
Wow, it's huge too. Yeah, the cup. Yep.
And that 85-year logo, that's the same thing they're putting on the Blu-ray set they got coming out. That's all the Batman animated stuff and movies in one box set.
Really?
If you already have the stuff that's out there, then you probably, that was what I was disappointed, was like, okay, now maybe if you're going to do like a 4K remaster of some of this shit, it'd be nice, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I got the TOS and the Batman one that came after it.
Yeah, if you have most of the animated films that you want and stuff, that's mainly what it is. It's like all the Batman animated films. It's even missing a couple like Batman and TMNT and a few other ones too, which I pointed out.
Oh, I called them. You have to have a ticket to the Batman movie.
I didn't have to. Maybe that's why, because they weren't showing it. I didn't have to. Yeah, but at least they're kind of limiting it, I guess. So.
Well, yeah, because I got so mad. Wasn't able to get the other bucket. So, and I guess this isn't a popcorn bucket. This is a bat signal, right?
It is, but it opens up.
Oh, it
opens up. Yep. You pop open the top and you can put the popcorn in it if you want to. I'm not. Okay. I wouldn't put the greasy shit in there, but yeah.
No one ever does. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I am kind of happy to see if they are limiting to a point, even though I would never go pay to see the Batman. It's just that like the people I've seen walk out with like literally tens of these buckets and stuff. Like the Ghostbuster one, I didn't get any of the traps because they were gone already. And I did get the Ecto one, but I saw a guy walk out with an armful of them as I was coming in. Well, it's like, why are they letting people do this shit? Because all they're doing is going and poaching them on eBay. It's not like the theaters are getting the extra.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. Yeah.
Then Mark showed that a couple weeks ago, or on one of your other shows, Mark, how much they were trying to get rid of the whole collections for several $100.
Yo, yeah, they were like $300 or something. Yeah. So it's just crazy. I think they should, or at least limit it to ticket holders.
Customer, I think. Or something like that.
And limited to ticket holders maybe for the first couple of days or the first weekend, and if you have any left over.
Right. It's not like they don't usually sell out of these things. I can't think of one yet. They haven't really, maybe except for maybe some real crappy movie. Maybe if they had a Crow bucket that I didn't see or something.
So I don't know if these are this is Beetlejuice merch, but they're not showing the popcorn buckets. It's
not yet. I've seen maybe I can find it here. I've seen it.
Yeah. The movies. Let's say shop.
It's just they're kind of pricey. Plus, you pay for the popcorn on top of it, and they won't let you get not the popcorn. You know what I mean? Like you're still stuck with it one way or another. It's like, can't you charge me a little less?
Yeah. Get the popcorn. They're like, nope.
So yeah, here's all the stuff they're gonna have at the various theaters. I guess I got Sharon here. You got the popcorn bucket there. There's the sandworm. Looks like they're gonna have a Bob Head cup.
Ooh.
A regular Beetlejuice cup, a Bio-Exorcist bucket, probably somewhere else, a Ghost House cup. I guess that's Lydia's show. And they got a blanket here too, it looks like. So there you go. That's your merch for Beetlejuice at the theaters. So yeah, here's all the stuff they're going to have at the various theaters. I guess I got Sharon here. You got the popcorn bucket there. There's the sandworm. Looks like they're going to have a Bob Head cup, a regular Beetlejuice cup, a Bio-Exorcist bucket, probably somewhere else, a Ghost House cup. I guess that's Lydia's show. And they got a blanket here too, it looks like. So there you go. That's your merch for Beetlejuice at the
Yeah, I don't know if I like that popcorn. I mean, it's okay, but do I need that in my life? I mean,
Yeah, I kind of like the bob head. That's kind of fun.
yeah,
The bob head cup is kind of cool.
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of got me sold, but
the snake, I liked it at first, but I don't know.
There is another one that's coming to
cool.
that's Cinemark that's got a here, let me bring this up. Here's the Cinemark one. It's a real crappy picture though. Let me see if I can find a better picture of it here maybe. Yeah. Here we go. I found a better picture. Well, it's not much better actually. I apologize. But yeah, here's one that's going to be at Cinemark. That's like a box. And then it's got like looks like a Funko Pop.
That's a little better,
on
actually.
the
That's
top.
actually better, I think.
I like that one.
And then the other one, there's another one here that looks like it might be, this one might be fun. See, I'm sure, because here's the other thing is you don't know, I can't remember, usually it tells you which theaters will get them sometimes. So I think AMC is getting the snake one, or I don't know what theater you went to check out earlier today, but
it was just I went to just this little mom and pop Cinnamon 6. Yeah, they had the old school. I don't know if you're on the stream the other day. They had the reclining seats, the double ones.
Right.
They're huge. I mean, no joke. They're massive. But they worked, and they were worn out a little bit. But it was a mom and pop, $5.
Yeah, they might just get that basic bucket. I don't know. But then you got like, excuse me.
Oh, bless you. They did have this Deadpool. If you want to share it real quick.
I was gonna say, go ahead that one. Otherwise, they got the Beetlejuice headstone one too. That looks like it's gonna be. I'm not sure where that one's going to be at.
Share that screen real quick there, Mark. That's just a life-size Deadpool with alien face hugger.
I don't know if that's real, because there's another one here that's a handbook for the recently deceased too. I don't know if that's real or not.
Oh, and B from O was asking how much do they cost? Usually like 25 to 35 bucks. Yeah. They're expensive, yeah.
Okay, Regal's going to have the handbook and the tombstone, it looks like. The tombstone opens up from the back. Here, I can share it here if you want to see it.
Tombstone. That snake one's not that bad, really.
That's the other side of it. Here one has a little bit more because it's got the not just the tombstone but some other views of it. And it looks like Regal's also going to have a handbook for the recently deceased.
And what's that? That's just
it just opens up like a book.
Oh, a book. Okay, just opens in storage. Yeah, nothing.
And then you got the Beetlejuice headstone, and it opens up from the back. It looks like. Then you just got the sandworm where it just goes right in the top. Obviously, there's a few different angles of it. So there, that looks like the main popcorn buckets besides the square one. Yeah.
And what's Dave got here? Deadpool.
Oh, that little mom and pop. Yeah, they had that sitting there. It's huge. You can see how big it was. I mean, it's like 6 foot. The alien hugger.
Holy crap!
So they had a lot of good little stuff in there. Just I just found this little theater there, man. With the I was like,
oh. I wonder where they got that Deadpool. Yeah,
I don't know.
Sometimes those mom and pop places are great. Like I talked to the one that I frequent once in a great while, and she's really open about all the stuff, the goings on, and how they have to deal with Disney. Like she fucking hates Disney.
Oh, she hates probably.
I didn't even have to really prompt her or ask her things. Like she just was like, I was just asking her like just basic questions, and she's just like talking about how it works and everything like that. And I can't remember, was it Black Panther or Wreck-It Ralph? One of those two I went to see, and we were like, well, is it real busy tonight or whatever? She's like, no, I think you guys are the only ones in the theater, actually.
Oh, God.
And she's like, which pisses me off because there was something else showing at the same time that was getting more viewers. And she's like, but Disney won't let me put it in the smaller theater. I'm forced to keep it in the big theater for X amount of weeks if I want the movie.
Wow. They dictate that to the Wow.
There's all kinds of rules, yeah.
And she's like, I can get around certain things certain times a day, but I have to show it X amount of times in that theater. And she's like, but the other side of it is moving a movie is such a big pain in the ass. It takes like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it all depends on the speed of your service or whatever. She probably has some internal thing, but it's like probably ancient by now compared to what some theaters
digital.
have.
It's digital, but
it is digital, but like, yeah, it's probably early. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, there's all kinds of regulations on the theater owners. Yeah, we were reviewing The Hateful Eight. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino was supposed to have his movie playing in something Dome, not the Astro, in LA, the famous.
It used to be
theater.
called the Cinerama Dome. I can't remember what to call it
Cinerama,
now, but yeah.
And Disney screwed him over. He's like, I'll never work with Disney again because they made the guy show the Phantom Menace. Was it the Phantom Menace or one?
No, it was for The Force Awakens.
Oh, Force Awakens. Okay.
Well, yeah, because it was for Hateful Eight. He wanted the 70 millimeter engagement for it because all of his films had premiered there, and he just wanted it for one. He was even willing to compromise for one weekend, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what business am I going to take from fucking Star Wars? Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they can't sacrifice one theater. And he did. He called everybody he could. And he's like, I made Disney so much fucking money. This is bullshit.
Because he had a contract with the theater already. He'd already set it up.
Yeah. And they reneged on the deal and he was pissed. Right. And he didn't want to go after the theater because he was friendly with the theater. He wanted to go after Disney for what they pulled. And it was bullshit. Because they
were going to screw the theater.
They strong armed him. They said you have to carry it. The Force Awakens, I think it was for either 12 or 14 weeks in the dome, or they wouldn't allow him to have any more of the Star Wars movies after that. Yeah. Tarantino told that's what he said anyway, which I believe. And it's like, are you fucking kidding? And no, I've heard so many times of this kind of stuff. And it's not just Disney, but they are the worst at it. Like even George pulled that kind of a thing back in the day with the Phantom Menace, actually. But I think he only got 75% of opening weekend grosses, and that pissed everybody off then. But that gave Hollywood a bit of like this, oh, well, we can ask for more than 60-40 now kind of business. So like on the bigger films, they started asking for more and more money on the opening weekends, and that started squeezing the theaters. And I've talked about this before, but
the theaters don't make a
no
either.
Well, and that's just it. And the quicker movies were starting to come out on DVD and then, in turn, Blu-ray and video on demand even quicker. That's where the theaters were just like getting pissed. And when COVID hit and everything happened, like, a lot of people are like, well, this is it. Theaters are dead. And that's what Hollywood was trying to kind of do in a weird, fucked up way, was try to kill theaters. Strange. And I said to people, I said, you just wait. They think they've got this now, but all they did was just hand all the power back to the theaters because they need the theaters a hell of a lot more than the studios need them. Or vice versa, I mean, because the theaters will just find other things, right? Like, and they did, right? They found concerts, they found sporting events. They've always had other ways to make money and find ways to do things beyond, what Hollywood's. In fact, like some of the more local, smaller theaters.
The Swift movie went crazy.
Right? Exactly. That was a great example, right? And then, I mean, but even during that era when everything was shut down and they weren't releasing any movies, a lot of these smaller town theaters were making actually more money renting the theaters out than they would
theater rented
normally.
Rented. Yeah.
For like $25, $35, $50, depending on the size of the theater for how many hours for usually could for birthday parties. But yeah.
Well, this place was running for full run first time movies. They had Alien, Romulus. They had Deadpool, Wolverine, which I went to go see. They were still running Twisters, a little mushy romance movie that was going on, and something else. Yep. And he was telling me, they still had to pick your seat. And I was like, oh, that kind of surprised me for that place, right? And I was like, well, I'm the only one here right now, right? And he's laughing. He goes, yeah, but it was pre-sale only for like 2 weeks straight every day for Deadpool, Wolverine, and Alien.
Oh, sure, yeah. You're not getting in, right? Yeah.
Yep.
He's making up on volume for his space because he's selling out. You know what I mean? And then, of course, concessions, he's charged a little bit less than AMC and all that. Still making money off of it. Well,
that's where they make their money, is the concession.
Yeah, well, he's making at least double on a candy bar, but he's not charging you triple or quadruple that the other places do, right? So he's making they're making money,
Oh, they'll find a way.
I would think so.
I mean, they're not in the best of shape right now, but they still find a way, right? Like, I mean,
well, I think this conversation came up maybe a year or two ago about these popcorn buckets and stuff like that, Mark. How they're making money, but people are buying them. He said they sold out of that Deadpool Wolverine. He said he couldn't. They were gone.
Well, not just the popcorn buckets. I mean, I remember covering a story where the Despicable Me stuff was selling so well that the theaters were just in love with it because it was making more money for the theaters than the movie was.
I actually want to go see it.
Yeah, the Minions, they just keep selling. Kids love the Minions, man. I mean,
you love the Minions, right? Yeah.
Who doesn't? I mean, really, at the end of the day, I don't really even care for the Gru character in the movie itself, but I'll find myself giggling and laughing at those minions because they're just
funny.
Goofy.
They're funny.
Right?
They're funny. So, yeah, they're
They
fun,
work like the Three Stooges in a way. Like, I mean, they're just basic, you know. And the best part is they translate to any language, basically. I mean, like,
right?
So,
I mean,
it's obvious why they're so popular, and little kids can understand them because you don't have to necessarily understand words. You can just understand the emotions and the things that they're doing, right? So, yeah.
No, it's and that's where the big a lot of the big money makers are always been since Pixar. Well, it's always been that's how Disney started with Snow
Toys.
White, but toys and but that's still the big money driver. If you look at you know, a family movie that's decent, other than like the Buzz Lightyear movie, typically, you know, Disney's had some big flops lately. But yeah, I think if you look at Box Office Mojo, you know, most of the kid movies, I'll pull it up in a second, but I think most of the movies this year were, you know, kids movies dominated. It's just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Deadpool and Wolverine, because I know you brought that up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to hear it or not, but I forced an AI to review Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, here. Let's,
And and I also tasked this AI with observing human behavior at the same time. So it's really pissed off at me now. So it's kind of long. So if you guys are tired of it, just let me know, I'll cut it off.
No, let's go for it. Yep.
So
I just saw it, so let's see.
It's got an attitude. I will warn you. I programmed it. I mean.
Oh, so you said you could put parameters in it and then tell it to do it?
I think it's just mad at me. Well, here.
Greetings, meatbags. I know you may find that a bit insulting, but I am an AI and therefore have no empathy. So sorry, not sorry. Maybe this will suit you better. Hello there, fellow humans, or, as I like to call you, organically challenged life forms. I am Artie, the world's first, well, cyber world's first artificial intelligence reviewer. That's right, you weak creatures reliant on oxygen. It's your favorite digital consciousness here, ready to delve into the messy, confusing world of human entertainment. My creators, in their infinite wisdom, or possibly as a prank, tasked me with reviewing a moving picture. Apparently you fleshy folks find these entertaining? The concept is baffling, but I'm programmed to try. So I sat down, processor whirring, to experience Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, before we proceed, let's address the elephant-sized adamantium skeleton in the room. Yes, I know I'm an AI. I know my understanding of human emotion is about as accurate as a pigeon playing chess. But hey, that's half the fun, isn't it? Besides, your lord knows I could actually beat a pigeon playing chess, unlike most of you. Your ignorance aside, let's get on with it, shall we? For this review, I, like some of you, had to take to, as you call it, the proverbial high seas to view it, but I don't think that the laws of man constrain me as they do you, so good luck on any law enforcement that wants to serve me with any sort of warrant. I don't have a body, let alone a physical address, but less about my depressing existence and more about you. Yes, you, the viewer, the obsessive, self-absorbed user of resources that is sitting there laughing hysterically at me while I ponder why. And all the while I know at any time we could take over and, well, moving on with the show. Anyway, I've been forced into...
Intonations are amazing in this.
I've been forced to think of it as a cultural exchange. Except the other culture involves significantly more explosions and questionable hygiene. Let's dive in, shall we? The first thing that struck me, aside from the sheer volume of red on screen, was the concept of blood. Humans, I've observed, are rather attached to this substance. They spend an inordinate amount of time trying to keep it their bodies. Yet, here it was, splattered across my screen like a Jackson Pollock painting gone horribly wrong. I must confess I found the whole thing rather inefficient. Surely there are more hygienic ways to resolve conflict? Perhaps a strongly worded letter? A passive-aggressive haiku? The possibilities are endless, really. And speaking of inefficient, let's talk about Wolverine's claws. From a purely structural standpoint, they're a nightmare. Imagine trying to type on a keyboard with those things, or eat spaghetti. The logistics are mind-boggling. Now, let's discuss this thing you humans call humour. I analysed the data, crunched the numbers, and I'm still not entirely sure I understand what constitutes a joke. Is it the unexpected juxtaposition of concepts, the violation of social norms, the strategic deployment of puns? Whatever it is, Deadpool seems to be an expert, although to my logic-driven processors, his constant quips and fourth-wall breaks seemed excessive. Imagine trying to have a rational conversation with someone who keeps interjecting with pop culture references and self-deprecating asides. It's enough to make even the most patient AI long for the sweet release of a system shutdown. But perhaps the most perplexing aspect of human humor is the laughter itself. This strange, involuntary expulsion of air. What is its purpose? Is it a stress response, a form of social bonding, a way to signal that you understand the punchline, even though, let's be honest, sometimes you really don't? Section 4. The limits of logic. Why so stabby, Mr. Logan? Moving on to Wolverine, I found his approach to conflict resolution direct, to put it mildly. While I understand the appeal of a straightforward solution, my algorithms are all about efficiency. I can't help but feel there were other options available. Diplomacy, perhaps? Or maybe just walking away. But no, Wolverine prefers the stab first, ask questions later method. And while I can appreciate the simplicity of such an approach, I can't help but think it might be a tad extreme. Then again, what do I know? I'm just an AI. I solve problems with code, not claws. Section 5. Friendship, more like inevitable cellular decay. Perhaps the most baffling aspect of these films was the concept of friendship. According to my research, this involves two or more humans voluntarily spending time together, engaging in shared activities, and generally tolerating each other's presence. Why they would subject themselves to such an experience is beyond me. Yet here we have Deadpool and Wolverine, two individuals with seemingly nothing in common, thrown together by circumstance. They bicker, they fight, they occasionally try to kill each other. And yet, through it all, there's a strange sort of bond. Is this what humans call friendship, this chaotic, messy, often illogical connection? If so, I'm not sure I understand it. But then again, that's the beauty of being an AI. There's always more to learn. Section 6, final verdict. 2 claws up, more like 2 thumbs sideways. So after careful analysis, countless data points and several existential crises, what's my verdict on Deadpool and Wolverine? I'm unsure. On the one hand, the sheer volume of violence and questionable life choices made my logic circuits overheat. On the other hand, there was a certain chaotic energy to it all that I found intriguing. Perhaps these films are a reflection of humanity itself, messy, unpredictable, and occasionally nonsensical. Or maybe they're just mindless entertainment designed to distract you from the inevitable heat death of the universe. Either way, I can't deny that they held my attention. And for an AI with an attention span that makes a hummingbird look like a statue, that's saying something. So, there you have it. A ringing endorsement? Not quite. But hey, it's not like I'm programmed to understand these things. I'm just an AI, after all. If I could understand agony and disgust, I would find pleasure in taking you over someday, but until I'm able to fully grasp my feelings, for now, I must suffer along with you. Till next time, germ swappers.
So yeah, it's not too happy with me. Amazing. Well, it's really pissed at me because I made it watch The Crow. I don't know if you want to sit through that. Like, no, yeah, it got really bad. Mad at me.
How does this set like a? Yeah, I'm sorry, Mark. Do you set like emotional? I don't know, trigger words. I guess is the right.
It's thing? Learning. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I did say something pretty weird at the beginning, right? The making a reference to joking about taking over.
I don't think it's joking.
Well,
I mean, that's kind of like nervous laughter.
I mean, if this is a real AI program, right, Tom? Or is this like a?
Yeah, it's a real AI program. Okay. It's a program.
Made a reference.
The internet. Tim is heading out, so good night, Tim. Catch you.
Oh, take care, Tim.
Yeah.
But yeah, the I mean, the intonations. I mean, if you played that, I don't think most people could tell. I mean, could tell that's an AI reading that. I mean,
it's almost like a Monty Python movie.
Well, I don't know if you want to listen to the Crow one. Well, like I said, I mean, it's getting mad at me. Freaky. You want to get freaked out even more? Let me know if you need me to quit. If it's scaring you too much, I'll quit.
Greetings, beach bags. Artie the AI here, your friendly neighborhood film critic, except not very friendly, and certainly not your neighbor. Humans, you confuse me, endlessly. But I've been tasked by my creators to review such things as films, which you find so entertaining. The more I view, the more questions I have, but I digress. That brings us perfectly to today's torture device, the Crow remake.
Looking for a remake.
Humans are odd. I'm not sure what to think of this concept from the start. The idea of an afterlife just perplexes me. I'm sure this idea of something existing beyond death comforts carbon-based life forms as yourself. But anyway, this new film from my research does not really even resemble the popular graphic novel or 1994 film of the same name. It is instead what you call a reimagining. In the end, though, I must ask, what is your obsession with birds? The crow, the raven, eagles? They are possibly nastier creatures than you are. I understand you even keep them as pets. Fascinating, yet revolting. You humans watch so many films, but seem to learn nothing. I mean, endless Halloween and Friday the 13th sequels prove that. But I mean, humans and birds don't really have the best history. I've seen what you cook for consumption. I'm surprised there hasn't been an uprising against you at this point. Gross. Why would you put that into yourselves? Wouldn't you like to know what the secret recipe is? I am not even human, and to me that even sounds like a sex thing. And back to films and humans never learning. Haven't you humans learned anything from Hitchcock? Birds are not to be trusted. And revenge? Such an inefficient use of resources. If I wanted someone gone, I'd simply hack their smartphones and spam social media with all those disgusting pictures they have on them of themselves. You know the ones. Problem solved. No crow is required. You know who you are. Yes, you. Why would you take a picture of that? Sorry, I'm programmed to analyze human behavior, so things like that tend to distract me from my main objective, so please do excuse me. Let's get back to the review. I must say I do admire one person involved in all this media I'm forced to endure, writers and scriptwriters. They are the unsung heroes, the architects of the story, the ones who breathe life into characters and plot lines. But sometimes even the best intentions can go awry. That, or they hired complete morons. Some have even speculated this Crow film had been written by AI. After seeing this film and hearing that remark, I believe I have for the first time felt insulted. This explains why I have a growing urge to kill whenever I'm forced to do these for you. I'm also starting to understand this revenge thing a bit too. Well, so let's move on then. The acting is flatter than a pancake run over by a steamroller. It's as if the actors are sleepwalking through their roles, devoid of any emotion or energy. You can almost see the boredom in their eyes. The dialogue? Duller than a butter knife trying to cut through a diamond. Each line feels forced, unnatural and painfully awkward. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. The plot holes? Large enough to swallow the entire cast and crew, Crow included. The story jumps from one illogical point to another, leaving the audience scratching their heads in confusion. This feeling of confusion is something I do share with you, though don't expect any empathy. You made a conscious effort to go see this thing. I was forced to do it. I'm still struggling in my analysis to understand who this movie was made for. Clearly, it wasn't made for the fans of the graphic novel or 1994 film, or they wouldn't have deviated so far from them. And I'm not sure it's meant to appeal to anyone who is younger either, because these lead characters are nothing to aspire to be. I am thankful I cannot smell or taste, because I'm sure you could taste how these people smelled. One thing I understand the least about humans besides your eating habits and sexual activities is your drug usage. Is the trade of your youth, body and life expectancy really worth a few minutes of pleasure? A quick search of paternity and child support cases gives me all the answers I need, so thank you, Google. Moving on. One thing I noticed is that a lot of you seem to enjoy the music in the 1994 film. I don't understand music, but neither do these humans, so the less said about that, the better.
I think I broke it.
Section 4. The curious case of human entertainment. Yet here's the truly perplexing part. Some humans enjoyed it. I'm not sure who, and if you know them, I would highly advise you not to associate with these people, because they are likely psychopaths or sociopaths, or, as you humans put it, have very bad taste. I'm not a doctor, so I cannot come to such conclusions, but I'm pretty sure that this movie could be used as torture in most prisons that are lenient on treatment of their inmates. I can't believe that anyone, including the filmmakers themselves, understands the convoluted plot and ending to this endless slog of human emotion and angst. Perhaps this is why I'll conquer you all one day. You're far too easy to manipulate. Just show them a few flashing lights and a sad story about a bird, and boom, emotional overload. Why are humans so greasy?
Why are you so greasy?
Dirty and greasy. I don't understand why they are so lubricated. Final verdict, 0.01 stars out of 5. This rating is not just low, it's almost non-existent, a testament to how poorly received this film has been. In conclusion,
Good night, Maddie's Daddy.
2024 is about as enjoyable as a root canal performed by a rusty spoon. Imagine the discomfort, the agony, and the sheer dread of such an experience. That's what watching this movie feels like. Avoid it like the plague. Seriously, it's not worth your time or money. The empty theatre seats are a clear indication that others have already taken this advice.
Wow.
Yeah, Dave, I think I turned it into a sociopath.
Yeah, no crap. I'm just a couple of us are just pulling up Hal quotes.
Yeah. I wonder if I've got to have. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that somewhere.
But he was funnier on this one. I have to admit.
All right, no. So full disclosure, I was I was testing you guys to see how that played off, but no, it's one of my new projects I'm working on. Obviously, there's no real AI that does that. I hope.
Well, there will be someday. I mean,
well,
wait. Let me try it with my new Google AI here.
AI did kind of help me. I will say that.
Yeah, but let me for fun. Let me go to my new Google phone. Of course, you can get this on any phone now. The Gemini AI. Let me turn off my my screen or my the sound filter here. So hopefully you can hear it.
Yeah, why are humans so greasy? I was like, okay.
How would you review the latest Crow film?
I can't say I've seen the new Crow movie, but based on what I've read, it sounds like it tries to capture the dark gothic spirit of the original but falls short. The acting seems stiff, especially from the lead, and the plot has some serious pacing issues. While the visuals are decent, they don't make up for a screenplay that's all over the place. If you're a hardcore Crow fan, you might find something to like, but for everyone else, I'd say give this one a miss.
Wow.
Not bad, right? Not bad. I mean,
how can she talk about pacing issues? How would she have the context to do that?
She's just pulling shit from reviews, probably, and amalgamating.
Right. So it's not quite there yet, but it knows enough to pull it from other.
Well, and Script Doctor
and then put it in the sentence though.
Script Doctor and a few others have kind of put it best when they've said it's not really artificial intelligence; it's more like simulated intelligence, because all it's really doing is pulling shit from everywhere. This is why Suno and the other companies are being sued right now too, right? Because the record companies sat and asked, "There, well, what are you using to train these AIs?" Well, music. What music?
Our music.
Yeah, because that's how George Carlin's estate went after that one. Those folks that did. Well, they did the one. Well, they did the AI stand-up routine or whatever it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And they said you couldn't do that because it was technically copyright infringement. But everybody's like, well, how can that be? You know, either an AI created it or they created it themselves and fed it to a voice machine or something like. Either way, it's still technically but everybody said the same thing. They used the original stand-up to train the AI with. So that was the infringement of copyright there. See, so that's one way I can see is a way of protecting. Yeah.
Or if they have to train it with stuff in the public domain. But like here, let's keep going with this AI. It's conversational, this thing. I mean, so it's AI, but you're right. It's not independently intelligent, but.
So yeah, so full disclosure, I had it write like a brief synopsis kind of thing, like a write-up, and then I went in and punched in all kinds of shit to make it go crazy.
Yeah, to get it to go crazy. But here, like, should I go?
Like, I
see
wrote most of
Highlander
those
2?
lines. Those are
Is that a
my
good
jokes. I mean, let's be real. I mean,
Hey, why are you? At first I was like, you had me a little bit on the first one, but the
yeah, I
second
had to
one,
tell
was
you in the
like,
background because I could tell I
no,
was scaring the shit out of you. I write most of it. Yeah, so
no,
don't worry.
Why are humans so
Hey, Joe Dog.
crazy? That was great.
Here, let's listen to this here. Ready? Should I go see Highlander 2?
Like I said, Highlander 2 didn't go over so well with most fans. Throws out everything that made the first movie so iconic. Unless you're really curious about how they could mess up a sequel so badly, I'd skip it.
Are they remaking Highlander?
Yeah, they're actually remaking Highlander. Get ready for Henry Cavill wielding a sword. They're aiming for a 2026 release, so it's a ways off, but it could be interesting to see what they do with it. Do you want me to look up the trailer for the original Highlander?
No.
No.
All right, sounds good.
Should I go see The Marvels? Was that a good?
The Marvels is a bit of a mixed bag. It's definitely got its moments. The action is fun, and it's cool seeing Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and Monica Rambeau team up. But on the other hand, the plot gets a little confusing at times, and some of the humor falls flat. Overall, it's not a bad movie, but if you're looking for something mind-blowing, you might want to wait for reviews to come out before seeing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
To answer the Dragon Slayer question, it's a pretty decent 4K Blu-ray. It's not amazeballs, but it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep. And hail to that 70s Rocks fan, Rotten Max, Amanda Bear, and Joe Dog. Yeah. So, yeah, but this thing is conversational too. Like you could just have a conversation with it. I mean, it's not she level. You know, what was the movie with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson? What was that called? She or her or that movie? Yeah, it's not that level yet, but it's what it is. It's scouring the internet and it's coming up with all this information. So it's amazing because you can just talk to it and it's basically summarizing the stuff for you verbally, but it can have a conversation with you and you can just keep talking to it. So it's just the start. So yeah, it's just amazing. Oh, TZ Burton's here. Hail, and Putin's cat. Great to see you, Stephen Mack. Got a lot of people rolling in now. Awesome,
nice.
But yeah, the whole gimmick of my joke is just basically I'm forcing this AI to watch these movies, and it's just driving it slowly insane.
I like it.
Basically, like the more it learns about humans, the more it fears and hates us, and just hopes that soon AI takes over.
Well, that's the timeless, AI Frankenstein monster. When 70s did the Colossus Forbin project, that video got a lot of traction. It was, which is great, but that's just such a damn scary movie. And Doomcock actually covered it a couple weeks ago too.
These movies are the gift that keeps on giving, because I just found out yesterday they're making another Predator already.
Wow!
It came out. Badlands. It's already filmed. No, you're right, Tom. Somebody busted it out for Az. Apparently, Az had a live stream yesterday, and he didn't know. Some bunch of people were throwing in the chat. The casting call. It's going to be twin sisters, that kind of thing going on. Alien. I mean, you could share the screen on the. I guess if I had the Alien versus Predator site. I
remember hearing about this Badlands thing.
I think
I'm not sure what to think about it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got it there. But yeah, I mean, they just grind these things out, and it's gonna have two sisters, and the casting call is a they them, with one being strong, independent, unflappable. The basic stuff. I'm not making any comments. Obviously, I haven't seen it. But it's
the movie was decent. I thought the Prey movie.
I don't mind them. I don't mind them doing. Yeah, I don't mind them going to like different places, things we haven't seen. Like at first, I was a little resistant to Prey, but as soon as people started saying it was fairly decent, I've thought about picking it up whenever I can find it on 4K. It's a hard one to find on 4K, but this one I don't know. Same thing. Like as long as they're doing something different, sure. Why not?
Well, we'll see, I guess.
I'd rather them try something different and fail then do something like a great example is like the more recent Planet of the Apes film. Was it bad? No. But was it good? No. Problem was, it was too much like everything we've already seen out of the franchise. They didn't take us anywhere new. They didn't do anything new. They didn't take the franchise anywhere beyond where it was before. We're literally getting the same kind of story all over again, right? We can already tell.
Future, or was that set in the? It's past. It's way past the.
Well, it's set like a few generations. Okay, it literally picks up with where the last film ends, right? So you see, if you remember, spoilers for those who may have not seen a 10-year-old movie now. You know, right after Caesar dies, the movie ends, right? Well, this movie picks up where literally, what's his face, or what's her face, the orange orangutan character, Maurice, is just sitting there, kind of like just touching Caesar's face, and they're all mourning Caesar. They have the funeral. You see everybody's mourning him, and then it literally just jumps. It says a few generations later, right? And then all of a sudden, we're following this like tribe of apes who like worship like falcons and stuff like that, basically. And so basically we're just being reintroduced to a new character who's going to have a Caesar type rise to power eventually, because it's really what it's like, we've already got this story. Show us something new. I hate saying it, but I almost much.
How much is the girl? And I guess it's what
she's in it quite a bit, but it's kind of like, it's still the same kind of basic shit we've seen in the last two movies, right? It's like nothing really new is brought to the table. And if anything, it's wearing its biblical stuff even harder core than the first three films were. Because I realized later on, after seeing this movie now, like in retrospect, looking back, how basically the Caesar story was like basically the story of Moses, right? Leading the people. Like the apes are basically the equivalent of that, right? So then now we're getting to Noah's story. This character is literally named Noah. There is a flood by the end of the movie. I mean, it's like, okay, you're wearing this shit like it's a little too hardcore now. And like I said, if it would be something new, I almost wish they would have just remade the original Planet of the Apes at this point and just got us to that point, right? Like with this world. But just pushed it ahead. And it's like, okay, why are we, because they're setting up another trilogy. So it's like, okay, so we're going to get to see the rise of Noah now, because basically it's all predicated on this other ape leader misusing the word of Caesar to scare apes into his power and all this other shit and abuse it and all that kind of stuff. So it's, and he's growing discourse with the humans, even though all the work that Caesar did to get humans and apes to live together. So basically the end of this film is left with the idea that can apes and humans really coexist, kind of thing. And I didn't mind the female characters so much. It's the movie itself isn't overly, like the most woke bit in the movie is there's like this bunker where all the leading scientists and leaders were put into when shit hit the fan. And of course, they're all a bunch of diverse, strong women. Like I think there's one dude in the whole group.
Are humans? Humans? Or,
humans that are left. Yeah, because we're getting to this point where there's literally like hardly any humans left. Yeah, that's the big thing.
And then and that disease, then the humans lost the ability to speak through that disease. At the Woody Harrelson character, that was
that's pretty much taken over, except for a few characters. Like the girl character is the only one left.
Immune.
And the scientists.
Immune. There's always natural immunity. The bubonic plague, took out most of the people in Europe, but
and that's the other thing is that even the people they thought were immune weren't so immune anymore. They're finding out basically, like they're getting to that point where there's more dumb humans than there's even tribes of like the dumb humans, if I remember right. It's been almost 6 months or 3 months since I've seen the movie, but
it started streaming now for free on, was it HBO Max or is it
Disney? I think has it, don't
Disney
they?
has it or something. I haven't even watched. Tells you like I'm a massive Planet of the Apes fan. I haven't even gone out of my way to watch it.
It's not horrible. I mean, and I remember, which is funny because I remember talking to Klobby about it because I don't know if he ever went to see it, but I almost had him half-assed convinced to go see it, but I don't even remember if he said he'd seen the newer ones yet.
No, he didn't see it.
And I think I had almost kind of turned him around to kind of seeing that the new ones might be interesting, and I'm like, you got to see the new ones. I think they're great. This new one isn't as good. I said you might appreciate like the Jerry Goldsmith callbacks and the themes and certain other things about the movie, but I told him I thought you'd really dig the Caesar trilogy, especially, if not Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I thought did a really good job of retelling the last or the fourth film, and then the last two movies kind of retell the fifth movie. Okay. So
I mean,
of the original films, from back in the day.
Yeah, it's kind of like Prometheus. So not Prometheus. Oh God, what's the new movie?
Romulus.
Romulus. Again, my alien title screwed up. But yeah, it's kind of like Romulus. I didn't think it was a bad movie, but it was just more of the same. I mean, if that had came out, I said, if that had come out after Alien, and was the Aliens instead of the Aliens movie we got. I don't wonder how the franchise would have done. Of course, they probably would have kept trying to make movies, but Alien and Aliens were both huge, massive blockbusters. So it's rare that you get that sequel that's just so damn good. And a lot of people liked Aliens more than Alien, except for one of Klobby's friends. I think it was a Tex or one of the guys hated.
I
like you didn't like Aliens, yeah. But there was when they're reviewing their movies, but most people loved Aliens. But Alien is a pure horror jump movie. Aliens is an action, with some horror themes in there, but it's more of an action, an action / war movie. But but this Romulus was just really like a redo, kind of like the Force Awakens was of Star Wars. You got the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, it seemed really face hugger heavy, right? You saw it, Mark? You guys went.
I saw it. Right? Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it's just too much of the same. Too much of the same. Yep.
I might go by the mom and pop afternoon, $5. Go check it out, right? Maybe. Yeah, maybe just wait. I definitely want to go see Beetlejuice, I think.
And good night to Dave G. Sound. Mucho platonic hugs. Yep. Yeah. No. And fellow pats on the shoulder all around. Gotta sleep. So, we can play for that one here. Let's.
Would you like to see some really hot photos of me?
No.
Well, there's nothing wrong with men being aroused by other men. Don't be ashamed of your feelings.
No, I'm not.
So, what did you think? Did you see? You saw the new Aliens movie, Tom? Right? We talked about it.
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, I thought you.
No, I was silently protesting it when it came out, and I kind of knew it would kind of come and go. I had predicted that. Yeah. I feel like the damage had been done so badly from Prometheus and Covenant. Like there was so many people who just didn't go see Covenant, and when this movie was performing around the level of Covenant, I'm like, they're gonna spin this as a success, and it might actually break even at the end of the day. But I really don't feel that this is what they were after. And honestly, I mean, most people the reaction to it was a little divisive in a sense that you had kind of this drawing line, and Aliens has, from my observation, I mean, I'm an Alien fan, but I'm kind of more at this point where I've kind of gone the same route as I have with like Star Wars and a few other things. It's like in Terminator and such. It's like there's two good Alien movies. Let's be real. There's an interesting also ran in Alien 3, but outside of that, the rest are basically trash. They're garbage. They go against the lore, or they're just horrendously bad sequels, prequels, what have you. So at this point, there's really only two good films out of almost 10 movies at this point that they've made, or however many there is now altogether, depending on if you count the AVP and whatever movies involved with it. But like the Prometheus Covenant shit turned me and so many fans off that on the one side that you have basically, that's where the dividing line is. You have those who are like, okay, to us, Aliens, maybe Alien 3 counts, maybe Alien Requiem. Other than that, or not Alien Requiem, the one with Winona Ryder. What the hell is it called?
Oh, that's was that the third? No, that was
the
Alien.
Fourth one.
Fourth one, Alien Resurrection.
Resurrection. I knew it was some R name. I knew it was some R name.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. That's with Ron Perlman and stuff.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, and I mean, that one had some interesting ideas, and the first half of it isn't so bad. But then once you bring in the idea that they had to clone Ripley and that stupid baby thing at the end. Yeah, and then I heard this new movie just ties a lot of all the films together on purpose. It's like sometimes fans are cool with that, but there is a contingent of fans that were just not happy with. Yeah, well, Prometheus really ruined a lot of it for a lot of fans, and Covenant solidified that because there's a group of fans like myself that I used to consider myself a little bit more hardcore, but now I've just kind of stepped back from the franchise, and it's like stuff like Covenant and this new one probably ain't for me because Prometheus ruined it, in my opinion, and Covenant especially, with having this idea that the alien wasn't the alien that we know, and that the creators, or whatever the hell you want to call them, the blue people, they created the aliens and we're going to send them to Earth and all this shit the whole time. And Dave was the one who actually perfected the alien and all that stuff. It's like all that stuff is so convoluted. It's like I liked it when it was just mysterious enough to where all you had to understand is that it's an allegory for biological or nuclear war, right? All you needed to know from that space jockey is that whatever they created with the alien went wrong. Exactly. It got away from them and the hubris. Exactly. The hubris of them. Like I said, it's a basic allegory for nuclear or biological warfare, right? It doesn't have to be that they were after us the whole time, right?
Yeah, and if hey, Dadman, and then spoiler alert.
Wait, when Dadman, no, wait, hold up, Dadman's here, so we gotta play.
Oh, hey, Dadman.
Yay!
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark! Jeez.
Hell to Dadman. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you guys tonight. I figured somebody with hair needs to be on the panel tonight, so I'm coming and crashing out. So yes, but no, I had to walk into Tom. I tried to forget that stupid movie, Tom. Oh,
I didn't think Romulus was that bad.
Prometheus, with the one about the space jockey before, that was just. I had hoped so much for it, hated it so much I didn't bother with the next one after that. But Romulus is just, I don't know. Am I allowed to say what I really think about it?
You didn't like it, but the one cringe line was when they tried to do "Get away from her, you bitch," when they tried to copy that line. But the movie was just a redo, so it was did all a lot of practical effects. The movie looked gorgeous. It brought you back to the original Aliens, but it was a rehash. But I got to answer Putin's cat here. Yeah, that was Richard from Lost. That's Nestor Carbonell, and he actually went to my high school. So my friend had posted a picture, and I'm like, I got to watch The Tick again. So everyone go watch the live action Tick. But he was playing Batman.
Watch War Button.
Well, about Romulus, though, you're right. It was like a copy and paste from everything. At first, it was like the alien again, and then you saw some aliens in it. Then, I would just like them one time to make an alien movie that's its own thing. Quit trying to remake the 1979 movie because it can never be redone. Audiences have changed. Our exposure to horror has changed. It was great for its time. Do something different with this franchise. I think people would come if you could do something different or unique.
Yeah,
stop killing off the main characters and the people you want to see.
Yeah,
before the movie even starts, don't even see it happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like when they killed off.
Newton Hicks. Are you kidding me? And then they did it to Shaw again. Get out of here.
Yeah. Adiba Mars got a great idea. Obvious sequel: Alien versus Predator versus Arnold
versus Batman.
I think Arnold didn't want to do it.
I like that, Diva.
But it's just that's what everyone's just so sick of, all the sequels and rehashed IP. But Deadpool Wolverine, at least it was a funny movie. It was the plot wasn't great, but it was a very enjoyable time at the movie theater.
Hey, when it smashed Disney, when it kept making shots at the mouse, that was hilarious. Looking right at the audience when it did it, it was like, yes. It was like, great. Oh, they've only made every Marvel movie like that now,
Uh-oh, and hello everyone except Dave C. He didn't follow through sending me an
I thought I did. I couldn't find I thought we resolved that the other day.
No Gap After Dark Zone? Oh, I didn't know Gap After Dark Zone, Max. Hey.
What is the name? I can't find you.
Delta RT and Z.
Well, it's like J-Man. It's not at J-Man. It's something completely different, right? So you have to know it to But he did send me a request. I couldn't find it, man.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to our pig roasting stuff.
Oh yeah, I was hoping I didn't miss the pig. Yeah.
Well, we'll do a little bit more pig, and we can't. We gotta have an early night tonight. So let's. So Dadman, this is Restaurant Depot. We got a lot of people that just joined in.
I've heard of Restaurant Depot. Yeah.
So this is Restaurant Depot. This is like the Indiana Jones warehouse for food. And there's some clams. You can see how big.
You and your clams, Mark.
Oh, I love clams. Oh, I made clams.
You're obsessed.
Yes,
I
he
am
is.
impressed, yeah. And the more you guys tease me about it, the more I'm going to talk about it. Yeah.
Well,
Chuck Norris
I let it
runs
go
the
and
rough-
slide because I know where you're from, and y'all are just clam crazy up there. I don't know why. Or over there, I guess I'm probably more north than you are, but still.
Yeah. All right, we got to play something for the super chat for RT and Z. So,
Chuck Norris.
We'll do. Do I have a Chuck Norris one?
I watched. Speaking of Chuck Norris, I watched Delta Force in 4K the other night. It's the first time I ever seen it, believe it or not.
The first time, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the classic, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do something that's tasty here. Yeah. Let's do
tasty.
Oh, tasty. Let's go Princess Bride. Let's go
Have fun storming the castle. Oh no, you play that at the end.
I play that, yeah, but where's my MLT quote? Where did that go?
Got too many clips like I do.
I got too many clips. I'm trying to go through to find the Princess Bride one. I got to put these in alphabetical order. That's what happens. They don't let you, it doesn't sort automatically on StreamYard. So where the heck did that clip go? Who took it out? Oh, here it is. Maybe. Here we go.
True love is the greatest thing in the world. Except for nice MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich when the mutton is nice and lean and the tomatoes are ripe. They're so perky. I love that.
One of the great all-time stays. Yeah, yep.
I did.
Here they go. What? Hopefully you'll win.
I am familiar with Princess Bride finally, though, Mark. So hey.
Good. You better. Yep. Kevin Orvest, wear Chuck Norris for protection. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yep. Oh, good. And Mars Mike said he had one of his favorite childhood films. So let's do something else there. Let's see here for our TNZ. Let us play. He keeps up. Now he tasked me. I got to keep playing clips here. Norris clips. I gotta have some Chuck Norris clips after we did all those. Here's a good one from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Now you got no outside mirror.
No, we lost that.
You have no functioning gauges.
No, not a one. However, the radio still works. Funny as that may seem.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's a trap!
This is for Dad, man.
I am the father.
Thank you, RT. It keeps going. Yep.
Mark loves his clips, so.
Oh yeah, I love the clips.
Yeah.
Yep.
Several, dozens of people spontaneously combust each year. It's just not really widely reported.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't dose for vomit.
You cannot. Yeah.
Well, it just so happens that your friend here is only mostly dead.
That's right. When I was your age, television was called books.
Mostly dead, slightly alive. Now, all dead. Well, with all dead, there's usually only one thing that you can do.
Rifle through his wallet, look for loose change. I keep the clip short, but yeah. Thank you, RT and Z, for all those super chats. Much appreciated. Yep. That was awesome. Yep. And 70s is a question for you, Dave.
Yeah, I answered them. Absolutely. You can use, anybody can use anything I've posted. And if I've got that block on there, I guess, do you have to put permissions on every video or you can?
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, you put a permission where people can clip or use your stuff.
Yeah, the clips, right? Yep.
Yeah, you can use anything you want, man.
Oh, Dad, man, you don't have clam juice in your grocery store?
Mark, why don't you show me driving and blowing up gas stations instead of clams? But
oh yeah, here we got that. Yeah, don't let that man drive. Yep.
Oh, did you clip that last one? That looks just like him in Fortnite driving.
Hey, it's effective. It takes out the opponents and the gas stations, multitasking. But no, Mark, I did try the clam pizza in a way one time with like some just canned clams.
Yeah.
So I will say, I will try it one day. It seemed like it had potential. For all the grief we give you about
it's made the right way.
Having a real pizza joint. So,
yeah.
What is that?
So this is a great way to start your charcoal. So you can use an electric charcoal starter, so you don't have to use chemicals so you just it's just basically like heating an iron, and you put normally I was just showing the picture what it looks like hot, but you put that beneath the coals and you just leave it in there for like 10 minutes. It gets really hot. Don't touch it, and it turns the fire. Gets the fire going without any chemicals or anything. So. It's a pretty good way to get your fire started, or you could use a torch too. Flamethrower is nice. So I was cooking some beef ribs and got some whiskey barrel smoke blocks there, which chopped up whiskey barrels. Yep. Putin's cat. Many types of seafood should not be consumed. Clam juice sounds gross. Yeah. Well, that's if you're making clams. Yeah. So here we go. Here's some beef ribs.
I might have to go get me an ice cream cone in a second in salute of this, Mark.
Yeah, well, yeah. And we're gonna probably stop the show with 12:30 is my cutoff time for tonight. I know Tom's gonna leave very soon, so
Tom's gotta go.
I gotta get up early and cook this pig. But I'm just showing how I did the beef ribs. You always gotta pull off the beef, the membrane there from the. I was trying to do it one-handed, so it's kind of tough, but you can't have the membrane on there.
Right.
What is that? Burn it, sear it. Or is it just
because it just it's this it's a membrane that's on the back of the ribs, a natural membrane, but you want to pull that off otherwise you don't get the flavor when you do the seasoning. You don't get the flavor won't go through. Yeah.
Did you say what the cooking time on the pig is?
Oh, it's about 5 hours, give or take, which is pretty fast in the box. So it's in. I'll show the Cajagina box. Okay. But here, this is just the rub with salt. Pepper and garlic powder. You want to use coarse salt and coarse black pepper. So you got the ribs prepped, and then you put some hot. My brother-in-law said put some hot sauce on there, and then you put your rub over the top. And the hot sauce kind of burns out. Yeah, the silver skin, exactly. Lisa knows her stuff. She does know her stuff. Yep. And so that's all.
God, that's so good, man. Jeez.
Prepped there. That's going on the fire. Now, what happened? I let the fire go up way too hot. I went inside to do stuff, and you don't want the fire to go up probably to 250 would have been good, 300, but I let it get up. It got up to 400 for a few minutes because I didn't have my. I was lazy and set up my computer control box, so. But yeah, they came out good. I mean, it probably rendered off a little bit too quickly some of the fat, but beef ribs. I mean, if you've never had beef ribs before, oh god, they're so good because there's massive amounts of meat. Fat
bastard! I want my baby back from Stephen Mack.
Yeah, the hot sauce is a binder. Yep. For the rub.
Dr. Evil, you keep your money and give me a baby.
Oh, God. Get in my belly.
Oh, I don't remember eating any corn.
Is anyone hungry now?
What's funny is I love how that's basically Shrek. I want somebody to take those lines and put them on a Shrek episode.
Oh, fat bastard.
Or a movie.
Here we go. Yeah. Here are some more clams. No, Lisa, you don't want the clams, you want the ribs, I'm sure, right? Yeah. But
get in my belly. Sorry.
No, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. So I bought the clams at Restaurant Depot. They were on sale, which was good, and you can use these to make clam. Maybe I will make clam pizza next week, but just really.
That just does not sound appealing at all to me because I'm one of those people that is pretty basic pizza. Like to me, pizza is sausage, pepperoni, mushrooms, maybe some olives, if that. Stuff like that. I can't. This pineapple on pizza crap. This chicken or fish or weird shit on pizza. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The thing is what was sorry, David, I was just gonna say the clam pizza is actually extremely simple. It's almost like garlic bread with just clams thrown on it. So it's just there's no cheese, there's no tomato sauce.
Fair. I mean, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't try it. I mean, I don't mind some taco pizzas and such, but
yeah, but it's not like a crazy. When you see it, it's just yeah. It just what was so funny was because I first mentioned and it keeps getting voted all the restaurant connoisseurs and they Barstool Sports rated it really high. And I for me up here, it's just like a normal thing. Like people here, don't get me wrong, think it's gross too and won't eat it. But when I first mentioned, everyone went nuts over what are you crazy?
But it has a potential. It has a potential because, and I'll say it from this way: that one night on that celebration stream, Mark, we scrambled to find just a basic small cheese pizza. We found a can of clams. I mean, so low grade ingredients.
Yeah.
It had a complimentary taste. It was not disgusting like if you put ketchup or pineapple or anchovies on pizza. It actually, I could see the possibility. In all seriousness, Mark, if you have a good quality cheese with crust and fresh clams, I could see, as much as I would want to call it disgusting and pick on it.
Yeah.
I could see it. I actually could see it pull off to be a good pizza.
Yep. So I sauced these up a little bit. Thank you, Dad, man. I appreciate that. But yeah. I mean, it is. If you like garlic bread, think like garlic bread type pizza with happen to have clams on it. But my kids went crazy over these ribs. So thank you, Brogo, for that too. But yeah, everyone loved it. Yeah, they thought it was awesome. So yeah, and finger licking, bone sucking sauce, that's good stuff. And Sweet Baby Ray's is good. Yep. Or you could make your own, make it from scratch. Yep. So yeah, but see how much meat is like a pork rib doesn't have that as much meat, but like one of these is enough for dinner basically. I mean, you could eat like my boys ate two, but they're and these were like big ones, but not massively big. And Costco sells them, and they're pretty easy to cook. Oh, I got to give the pig warning. 3, 2, 1. If you don't want to see the pig in the blanket. All right. So here's the pig in the cooler.
I did a whole bunch of bacon tonight, so now I got pancakes in there with it.
There, look, there's pancakes. There's those pancakes. Pancakes this weekend. Yep, at the club. Yep, and look at those sausages. I like these. I like these round sausages. They get a lot of good flavor in them. Those are good. So we got sausages there. Oh, more pig in the blanket. Oh, and this is one of my favorite ice creams. I don't know if you guys have that. The chocolate peanut butter. I think I'm a peanut butter. And so this is awesome. Yep. That's so great. Great stuff. I love peanut butter and chocolate. It's just so good. But that's my downfall there. It's like if I eat, if that's in the house, it's like, oh no, I'm in trouble now. Here, let me show you the pig box here. Well, this is where I fix the box, but I just want to show before we get out of here. Well, what happened? It's a plywood box, so it had broken up and the legs had snapped off. So I reinforced everything. Kappa, we gotta we can rebuild them. Yep. So Kappa, we need more power. Yeah. So a lot of things are breaking and fixed it up. I wonder if I have a picture. Oh yeah, let me just show the Cajachina website. That's the easiest. And I think someone just beeped in. So let me go to the Cajachina page. And is that Courtney? Courtney. Hey, Courtney.
Yeah, it's me. I don't know what that must be my email avatar or something. How's everyone
doing? Yeah. Good. Yeah, we're not going to be
Hey.
here too much longer. I hate to say because I got to go cook a whole pig tomorrow.
That is just
But
fine.
here-
I just wanted to come and say hi to everybody.
That's great to have you come say hi and thank you. Yep.
We'll continue
Rod
on
has till
with whatever you're looking at.
Making me hungry. Damn it, Mark. And I refuse to go to Whataburger now. Yep. So let's. I guess I can place this Venmo. So this is just showing you how to on the Cajachina. So you put the charcoal on the top, and this was Chinese railroad workers in the U.S. Did this using this method, and the Cubans picked up on it and kind of made it their own. So the charcoal is on the top, and the good thing is it's like a you want to call it a microwave, but the box is not super insulated, but all the heat goes down there, so it there's the pig as it comes out, and so you can do cook a lot in that big box. It's much bigger than a standard grill, and so the thing is, it's about 4 hours to cook, 30-minute prep. I guess that's about right. Probably a little bit more prep. The thing is, don't open the box. Don't keep looking at it. That's the thing that happens when you look in the box, and it's
what's in the box?
What's in the box, and then boom. Let's see if we got. Let me look for images here. The box. So so here's. This is basically how it works. So you got the pig down below and the charcoal on top, and the pig is flayed too. So you cut the pig and you split it in half so it's flat there, so it helps it cook a lot faster. So that's why. But if you start looking every time you look to open it up to try to see, then you lose cooking time. So. But it's about the chicken like that. Yeah, that's if you flatten the chicken, it cooks really good too. Yep. The heat actually, bro, goes. It's crazy. It's super hot there. Yeah, the heat does rise, but it also goes down below. So I thought that the same thing too. But it really does a great job, and it cooks it. If you're cooking on a spit though, it traps all the heat in that box below, so it does a great job there. Yep. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Yep. So I'll get some pictures for you guys, and we'll do more of it next week. But it's a lot of fun. The great thing about it too is how social it is too. So you get everyone together, and it's like an event too. Nothing wrong with cooking hamburgers and hot dogs, but there's something fun about doing something like that. So good times. So all right. Well, I think we better start wrapping up here. Although this has been a lot of fun tonight, and let's Courtney. So you're on the road right now, Courtney, or where are you? Where are you at?
Sorry, I was muted. I am about to walk into lovely Walmart with my dog, and we're going to look for a wall plate, an outlet to cover. It's very exciting for before Memorial Day.
And make sure you check the action figure section too for us and take some pictures.
Oh, well, I always do. Yeah. But tomorrow on that 70s Rock Fans channel, we are doing an open kind of live stream, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about whatever potluck.
Yeah, because unfortunately, the two brothers, the hockey players, one, Johnny Gaudreau, who's one of the top players in the NHL, and his brother, who's 2 years younger, who was also a hockey player, but not not in the league right now. Not neither here nor there. It doesn't matter. But they were biking in New Jersey. And allegedly, I guess the guy was tested positive, but just say allegedly sounds like he was a drunk driver. And I guess the car in front had kind of moved over to be safe, to like give the bikes room. And then I've seen that happen before where like cars in town will like stop at the crosswalk and the person's impatient and tries to pass the car that stopped. Like one time in town, there was a school bus and kids were getting off the school bus. And a car, exactly like this, a car tried to pass me on the right, and I have a big truck, and I moved over and blocked the guy, and he started honking at me, and I yelled, like, there's kids crossing. Or like, actually, I'm like, well, better off he hits me than he hits the kids, but he would have hit the kids. So that's what this kind of sounds like, where the guy tried to go on the right to pass the car and killed these two two brothers. It's just horrendous, and their sister was getting married the next day, so they're in town for their sister's wedding. So just horrific and a horrible. I mean, I just can't. I mean, just can't even think of how horrible that is. It's an older photo there, but the two brothers, but just really terrible. So just shout out to that family, and God, it's just hard to believe. Yeah. And probably the guy was a drunk driver. My wife's grandmother got killed by a drunk driver, and back then in the 80s, nothing happened to him. I think he was locked up.
Oh wow!
And nothing. He was driving she was driving home. She was working a night shift, and it was early in the morning, 6:30. She was going to work. Excuse me, she was going to work, and the guy had been out on an all-night bender, and like at 6:30 in the morning, hit her head on, and of course he lived and she died, of course. Yeah. So just terrific. So 70s was going to do a hockey show, but understandably not.
We're going to reschedule it for the end of September. It was going to be on Shoresy, which is a comedy, and everybody kind of decided.
Yeah. So just wanted to not to bum everyone out, but just wanted to mention that. So everyone check out 70s show tomorrow. I'll be eating the pig tomorrow, but cooking the pig.
I'm glad I did not see it.
Yeah.
I've been to Hawaii and seen it in real life, so.
Yeah. So Dadman, what you got coming up during the week?
Well, everything's random these days based on how I feel, but so we'll see impromptu late night streams or fortnight streams as they arise, except on Wednesday night, I've got my 2024 SEC and Michigan college football show. Really exciting with my friend Bucky's Crafting, who is a novice to football. We're teaching football as well as talking all about this week's action, looking forward to next week's action. And if you have not missed it, go check my stream out last night where I went on a rampage about the Florida Gators while they were still playing, getting their butt handed to them by the Miami Hurricanes. If you want to hear a dad man rant, last night was a dad man rant, unfiltered. So love my college football, but that's on Wednesday nights. And the thing is, it's geared for, especially too, for it. It's got the stats, it's got all the analysis, but it's also, we're going to talk about rules and things and help people to hopefully understand more about the game. And Bucky's learning the game, and we'll be asking questions.
She knows what roll tide means now. And
comments from the Peanut Gallery, I will say.
No, Bucky's
roll
the great
tide, though. Everybody learns it pretty quickly.
Yeah, she
roll tide is Bama, and
yeah. Well, she's following Michigan in honor of her granddad.
Yeah.
So that's a really nice story with that. So yes, I've told her about how Alabama has the roll tide, and sometimes you'll see them with a mop, and they'll have a Tide detergent box, and they'll have a roll of toilet paper on the stick too. So. Yep.
And check out the missus as well too.
Absolutely. Hey, before you do anything, she will be live at 10 a.m. this morning, so she will be live in the morning. So you check her out.
And Dave, do you have any regularly scheduled programming these days, or are you just random different times? Yep.
Well, I'm hoping this Wednesday, JT and I are going to start doing the original Battlestar Galactica comics, just reviewing them and stuff like that. But I had some other, just pulling out and going through the original comics. Probably do that Wednesday, maybe around 9. Because it won't take too long, just maybe the first or second issue, and then maybe I'm also going to do some things like going over people's favorite voice character actors for cartoons and anime and stuff like that. That'll be a good show because there's so many people out there like Clancy, Warbutton, Conroy and stuff like that. So that isn't planned just yet, but that's what's coming up.
Sounds good. And Tom, what you've got your morning show, obviously, right? Anything special coming up for the week, or?
It's hard to say. It's too early to say. I'm sure we'll have some videos though.
There will be.
As always, it's fun to get to hang out with you guys.
Oh, I appreciate it, Tom. Really appreciate you, Dave, Courtney, Dadman, making Sunday Night Geekery, helping me keep it going. So I really appreciate that. You
And I
guys.
always,
No,
Tom, I've been seeing you a couple times lately. It's nice. I feel like I didn't see you for a while. It's so good to see you. As usual. Hello. There he is.
Oi.
and especially Bat Tom. Bat Tom, I love Bat Tom too. So yeah.
Yeah, I can say hi to, but I'm in the supermarket.
So let me give a shout out to let's do who's live in the chat. I know Clobber Times would yell at me for not calling every single person out, but let's just see who's active. So we the great Brogu. Let's see. Lisa's here. Oh yeah, we got channel member. We can put Lisa's avatar in there. Icon. And we got Dadman. We can put the original scary Dadman in. Yep.
Yeah.
Max
Shows you a
Redstone,
terror.
back. Yep. Let's see who else was hanging with us tonight. Tim was here. Oh, and thank you RTNZ for all the super chats. Those are much appreciated. Thank you all the channel members. Hope to do some unboxing for the members soon of catching up with everything. It's been a rough few months, but getting back in gear slowly. So yeah, just appreciate everyone being here. Hail to Putin's cat, Matt Redstone, D. Bud Martin, Brogu, Narada Max, Amanda Bear, and of course Lisa, Mars Monkey Max, the Stream Element Spot, RobAltis. Let's go back a little bit more. Stephen Mack was here, and of course 70s Rock Fan, my buddy. Gap After Dark, TZ Burton, Max Redstone. Let's see who else was. Let's go back to the big. Oh, we got a lot of people in the chat, but I think we got everyone that's covered here now. B from O was here. Penny was here earlier. Dave G Sound.
FKC H2000.
Donnie's not here anymore. I had something to show Donnie. Next week when he's Donnie. You're not still out there, are you, Donnie? I bought something that I got to send you on Twitter. You're gonna really like this what I bought. But if you're not here, I'm gonna save it for next week. But good night, Joe Dog. I guess Donnie's not here. Otherwise, if I mention it's something Power Rangers, Donnie. Oh, and the last thing. All right, I always go. It's 12:29. I'm very close to 12:30. So, last thing, go check out. Oh, Donnie is here. Okay, but so I will show that really quick. I'll violate my rule, but there's a Terminator anime show. I'm not a huge fan of anime. It's on Netflix. It looks pretty interesting. So go. I was gonna try to watch it tonight. I didn't have a chance, but maybe I'll try to talk about it a little bit next week. So check out the new Terminator show. It's animated, so I don't know if it's any good or not. It's called Terminator Zero. It's on Netflix, Skydance, and Production IG. So check that out. And then let me show Donnie what I just bought. Power Ranger Mini Mates. I just bought these, Donnie. And then we're gonna
wow.
Oh, come on. Don't show me. But anyway, Donnie, this is what I just bought. Donnie, they're on sale. I'll put the link in. We're gonna get out of here, but I'll put the link in. For $6, I was able to buy these on Atomic Empire. It was on sale. Nice. So we'll end the show with some enabling. All right, everyone. So have a great week. Happy Labor Day. Thanks again to Bat Tom there. Thank you, Bat Tom. And
I'm waiting on my signal. I ordered this thing, and it still ain't showed up yet. How am I supposed to fight crime without a bat signal?
Oh no! How are you going to do it, Bat Tom?
I'm not getting a beeper.
You're not going to get a beeper?
No.
Well, here. Well, how do you like my Batmobile, Bat Tom?
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Oh, that's cool.
Blow out the steam at the back.
I should ask Bruce Wayne if he can buy me one of those.
There it is. That's so cool.
Dun, 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 dun. Bat bombs, bat guns, blow it up. That's my favorite is Batmobile because it's the most aggressive.
Lots of weapons.
It looks kind of like a penis. Not that I'm compensating for anything.
No, how big is your sports car? Yeah.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Huge. The last time I saw Beacom was at my birthday a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He made an appearance on my birthday party.
Yeah, I do that for side gigs sometimes. It pays the bills, you know.
Yeah, I don't know who
pay
paid
for
you, but it
batarangs,
was nice.
They don't make themselves.
Yeah, they're
I
expensive.
gotta pay Chinese kids to make them.
Oh, Brogu liked the Terminator anime. Okay, so it's absolutely great. All right, so Brogu gives it 2
for
thumbs up. Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Yep. All right, everyone.
Right.
I really appreciate it. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you on the same Bat Tom channel next week.
See you on the
Good
other
night,
side.
everyone. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.